What if sitting at your desk all day is actually more dangerous for your body than smoking cigarettes every day? Right now, while you sit, your heart weakens, your arteries clog, and your spine compresses in ways that permanently damage your body. The sitting epidemic kills over 700,000 Americans every year, and most victims have absolutely no idea it is happening. The average American now sits for 11 hours every single day, more time than they spend sleeping, eating, and exercising combined. The human body evolved over 200,000 years of constant movement. Sitting all day is one of the most unnatural things you can force it to do. The moment you sit down, 4 critical body systems begin shutting down simultaneously, and most damage starts within the very first 30 minutes. The Mayo Clinic officially declared that sitting is the new smoking, and the research supporting the claim is absolutely overwhelming and undeniable. Today we break down 4 ways sitting all day is destroying your body from the inside, and exactly what you can do to reverse every single one. Research shows that every hour of sitting removes 22 minutes from your total lifespan, and that damage begins from your very first sedentary hour. Point 1. The moment you sit down, your heart immediately begins working less efficiently, and within 1 hour the damage to your cardiovascular system begins accumulating. Blood flow through your legs drops by up to 50% within just 1 hour of sitting, causing dangerous blood clots and arterial plaque to form rapidly. Prolonged sitting dramatically increases your risk of deep vein thrombosis, dangerous blood clots that can travel to your lungs and become instantly fatal. Studies from the American Heart Association confirm that prolonged daily sitting increases cardiovascular disease risk by up to twice the rate of smoking 1 pack per day. 8 hours of sitting causes measurable arterial stiffening, rising inflammation markers, and elevated blood pressure, all silent cardiovascular damage happening without any warning signs whatsoever. Just 1 hour of sitting reduces your body's production of HDL good cholesterol by up to 20%, directly raising your heart disease risk immediately. The heart of someone who sits all day ages measurably faster and works significantly less efficiently than the heart of someone who breaks up their sitting regularly. The incredible news is that standing up for just 2 minutes every hour is enough to reactivate your circulation and protect your cardiovascular system immediately. Setting a movement reminder every 30 minutes and standing for just 2 minutes reduces your cardiovascular disease risk by an extraordinary 35%. Your heart does not need a gym. It needs you to simply stand up and move for 2 minutes every single hour of your workday. Point 2. Sitting compresses your spine under forces it was never designed to handle, causing damage that can become permanent within just a few years. A healthy spine has a natural S-curve, but sitting all day transforms it into a damaging C-curve that compresses every disc, nerve, and vertebra simultaneously. Sitting creates 40% more pressure on your spinal discs than standing, slowly squeezing out the fluid that keeps your discs healthy and shock-absorbing. For every inch your head moves forward while sitting, the effective weight on your neck spine nearly doubles, crushing discs and nerves progressively. Prolonged sitting permanently shortens your hip flexors and tightens your psoas muscle, creating a forward pull on your spine that causes chronic back pain around the clock. Sitting all day causes gluteal amnesia. Your glutes literally forget how to activate, leaving your lower back and knees completely unprotected from injury every single day. Researchers scanning the spines of office workers found disc degeneration at rates comparable to people 15 to 20 years older than their actual biological age. Chronic sitting compresses the sciatic nerve, triggering shooting pain, numbness, and tingling from your lower back down through your legs that becomes progressively worse over time. Correcting your sitting posture immediately reduces disc pressure by 30%, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, screen at direct eye level always. Using a standing desk for just 3 hours per day reduces chronic lower back pain by 54% within 4 weeks of consistent use. A simple 2-minute hip flexor stretch and back extension every single hour can completely counteract the spinal compression caused by 8 hours of sitting every workday. Point 3. Your metabolism shuts down within just 30 minutes of sitting, triggering a hormonal cascade that stores fat and blocks fat burning simultaneously. The enzyme responsible for burning fat, called lipoprotein lipase, drops by a shocking 90% within 30 minutes of sitting completely still in your chair. Lipoprotein lipase is your body's primary fat-burning enzyme, and sitting completely shuts it down within 30 minutes, allowing fat to accumulate entirely unchecked throughout your body. Prolonged sitting triggers insulin resistance within just 1 hour, meaning your cells stop responding to insulin and blood sugar accumulates dangerously in your bloodstream. People who sit for 8 or more hours daily have a 91% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who sit for under 3 hours. Sitting burns only 80 calories per hour while standing and light movement burns over 350, a difference that adds up to massive weight gain annually. The metabolic slowdown from daily sitting accumulates to nearly 19 pounds of extra fat per year compared to someone who stands and moves regularly throughout their workday. Your pancreas compensates for sitting-induced insulin resistance by producing more and more insulin, eventually exhausting itself and accelerating your progression toward type 2 diabetes significantly. Simply doing 20 calf raises while sitting at your desk reignites your fat-burning enzyme and partially restores your insulin sensitivity within just 3 minutes. A 10-minute walk after every meal reduces post-meal blood sugar by 22%, one of the most powerful metabolic resets available to anyone who sits all day. Point 4. Sitting all day is not just destroying your body, it is physically shrinking your brain and dramatically accelerating your risk of depression and anxiety. A UCLA study found that people who sit the most have measurably thinner medial temporal lobes, the exact brain region responsible for memory formation and long-term recall. Sitting all day depletes BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the chemical that grows new brain cells, strengthens memory, and protects against cognitive decline and dementia. Physical inactivity from sitting all day suppresses serotonin production in your gut and brain, directly causing the low mood, irritability, and hopelessness associated with clinical depression. People who sit for 6 or more hours daily are 300% more likely to develop clinical depression and anxiety compared to those who move regularly. Sitting reduces blood flow to your brain by up to 20%, directly causing the brain fog, poor focus, and mental sluggishness you feel every afternoon. Chronic sitting elevates cortisol stress hormone levels throughout your day, and chronically elevated cortisol literally destroys hippocampus neurons, impairing your memory and emotional regulation permanently over time. The moment you stand up and move, blood flow to your brain increases immediately, delivering the oxygen and nutrients your neurons desperately need to function at full capacity. A 20-minute walk outside boosts BDNF by 200%, raises serotonin by 30%, and cuts cortisol by 25% simultaneously. Long-term studies confirm that people who regularly break up their sitting throughout the day have a 35% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and dementia later in life. The incredible news is that almost all of the damage from sitting all day can be significantly reversed with a few simple daily habit changes. Solution 1. Never sit for more than 30 consecutive minutes without standing up for at least 2 minutes. This single rule changes everything for your body. Using a standing desk for just 3 hours per workday burns an extra 750 calories weekly, equivalent to running 2.5 marathons per month. Walking meetings boost creative thinking by 81% according to Stanford research, and they solve the sitting problem and the creativity problem simultaneously. A 2-minute desk workout every single hour, calf raises, leg lifts, shoulder rolls, and desk push-ups, completely counteracts the metabolic shutdown caused by sitting all morning. 10,000 daily steps does not require a gym, it is simply the accumulation of dozens of small movement decisions spread naturally throughout your entire workday. Make a 10-minute walk after dinner non-negotiable. It is the single most powerful daily habit for counteracting the metabolic damage from a full day of sitting. People who walk or cycle any part of their daily commute have 45% lower cardiovascular disease risk and measurably better mental health than those who sit in cars. 5 minutes of morning movement before work, hip flexor stretches, back extensions, and light cardio, sets your spine, glutes, and metabolism up for the entire day. Your body does not need a gym membership or hours of exercise, it simply needs you to interrupt your sitting every 30 minutes all day. Within 30 days of consistently breaking up your sitting every 30 minutes, most people report dramatically less back pain, more energy, better mood, and measurable weight loss. Every single organ in your body benefits the moment you stand up. Your heart, spine, metabolism, and brain all begin recovering immediately and simultaneously. Sitting all day doubles your heart disease risk, destroys your spine, shuts down your metabolism, and physically shrinks your brain, all completely silently and without any warning. If you have been sitting while watching this video, stand up right now, because your body has been waiting for that movement the entire time. Your very first action step right now. Open your phone and set a movement reminder for every 30 minutes starting immediately today. Every hour you spend sitting removes 22 minutes from your life, and every hour you spend moving adds those minutes back and then some. If this video changed how you think about sitting, hit subscribe right now for daily body science that could genuinely extend your life significantly. You now have the science, the solutions, and the knowledge that most people will never have. Use it starting with your very next hour. Thanks for watching Daily Body Science. See you in the next one.